One of Norway's most popular and visited tourist attraction is the tip of Lindesnes. This is both the southernmost point of Norway and has the oldest and most famous lighthouse, Lindesnes Fyr. The lighthouse is a national lighthouse museum with more than 80,000 visitors each year. When arriving at Lindesnes, you are first met by the restaurant building and the parking area. Below the restaurant is a small bakery which is open during the summer. From the parking area, you have to walk about 100 meters down to the information center, post and ticket office. Entrance fee is 80 kroners for adults, 25 for children 6 to 16, and 0 to 6 years are free, and gives you access to the whole area, including the lighthouse, all exhibitions, the bunkers, and the mountain hall. Opposite the information center is a new mountain hall with cinema and exhibition areas, which also contains a cafe, the museum shop, and restrooms. To reach the other buildings, the shed, the lighthouse keeper's residence, the former staff building, which can now be rented, the old and new lighthouse, you have to walk up the hill, either by a small track or the road by the port. If you follow the track, you're first met by a shed which contains a small exhibition. Close by is the lighthouse keeper's residence. This is still in use today, since the Lindesnes Lighthouse is the only manned lighthouse in Norway. In the basement of the building is another exhibition as well as restrooms. The next building you meet on your way up the hill is the former staff building. This is now available for rent. This is a perfect place to stay if you want to experience the lighthouse and the area by night. Accommodation costs from about 950 to 1200 kroners per day, depending on the season. It's possible to rent all year round. On the way up the last stretch of the hill to the lighthouse, you pass the remains of a German World War II fort with bunkers, mountain halls, and trenches. Part of this has been stored and are used for exhibitions. In the largest cave, you'll find an exhibition of all the lighthouses in Norway. You then finally reach Lindesnes Lighthouse. The lighthouse has a story that dates back to 1656, when the first version opened. The use was on and off the first centuries, and different versions were built. In 1822, the first curled lamp lighthouse was finished and received a new lens in 1854, which is the same lens as is used today. In 1915, the lens was moved over in a new cast iron lighthouse, which is the one which stands here today. As a visitor, you have access all the way up to the lens and the outdoor viewing platform. Here you have magnificent views in all directions. Also down to the old lighthouse and the remains of the old fort. After you've explored the whole area, the Visitors Centre and Mountain Hall is well worth a visit. Behind the cafe and shop, there's a large concert hall and cinema with an exhibition area. In the shop, you can buy souvenirs, books, gadgets, and maritime products. The cafe serves sandwiches, snacks, and light dishes. If you want pizza or dinner, you can head back to the restaurant, which overlooks the whole area.